Hi, and welcome to episode 3 of Mindfully Strong. Drew Saenz here. I am your show host and the founder of Mindfully Strong and Team Up Health and Fitness. Thanks so much for joining me today. As you can see, it's kind of backwards. Those of you tuning into video, I'm repping my Arizona State sweatshirt today. My grandfather's an Arizona State alumni. He was on the first ASU baseball team ever back in, it was definitely early 50s. And yeah, I'm just really happy that I was able to attend ASU too, and I just wanted to represent today. So thanks for tuning in to Mindfully Strong. Today's episode, we're going to talk about how stress impacts your fitness. So I'm coming off of what could have been one of the most stressful years ever for me, right? We had COVID. I have a health and fitness business. Gyms were shut down. It could have been a disaster of a year, right? So I'm very thankful for the resources that I plugged into to help manage my stress and help improve my quality of life. And I really just want to share some of those tips, tools, and resources that I engaged in over the past year to help manage my stress and help take my business and myself to success past, regardless of whatever it is we want to call 2020 that we all had to deal with, not only on the professional front, but on the personal front too, okay? So my journey with stress really started as a kid. I've always kind of had this nervous stomach, right? Where you kind of feel antsy, you feel butterflies, and there's really nothing going on. You just have these internal feelings. And I really never tuned into them until as of recently. Usually I'm a very externally focused person where I want to serve others and help others, but I wasn't really tuned in on myself. So when more stressors starting to come up, especially in 2020, I realized I really need to look at this internally and really find out what those stressors are. So not until I looked inside myself and really listened to what my stressors were, was I able to improve. And in regards to fitness, we all know that it's important to exercise and important to move, but we need to understand how stress can impact our fitness in a negative way so we can prioritize our health properly, looking at stress first, and also get the results we're looking for within our fitness program. So that's the goal today, is really just to bridge the gap between stress and fitness. All right, so first, what is stress? Let's unpack that a little bit. Stress is a physiological response that our body has to something either internal or external. And there's actually different types of stress. There's 3 types. First one is eustress, which is good stress. That's those good butterflies. You're about to get married, you're getting a job promotion, something positive is happening in your life. That's that eustress. Having a baby, that type of thing. It goes away pretty quickly. Then we have our chronic stress, and that's going to be like our ongoing fatigue. We're feeling things going on. Like if you're dealing with traffic every day or dealing with work stressors, that's that chronic stress that typically doesn't just go away by, doing one thing or leaving the office or something, right? And then we have acute stress, and that's like, your arm is stuck in the door and you can't get it out. It has some acute stress. You pull it out and that stress goes away. So really thinking about stress on the chronic side to what we want to address here today. Okay, so knowing we have those 3 types of stress, we really want to address the chronic stuff, because that's what the stuff that's keeping us out of our routine, keeping us out of our bodies, and mostly stuck in our head. Okay, so typically when stress is present, fitness isn't usually present. People that deal with chronic stress, sometimes they are not necessarily prioritizing their health, and because they have so much in the way to get there, there's all these roadblocks, things going on. Maybe they have migraines, headache, and fatigue that are keeping them away from their fitness. So that's what we really want to talk about, is giving ourselves the opportunity to thrive physically, but addressing the stress stuff first. So we know that when stress is present, especially chronic stress, we have low energy, low drive, low motivation, which equals low results. So we're unable to produce the results that we're looking for at the office, in the gym, everywhere, right? We're just unable to. So taking a look back, taking a peel back and a step back from your day-to-day and looking at these different areas is really going to help you. So what do? We really want to address stress. And the first thing you want to do is fix your sleep habits. Fix sleep first. Everyone needs a different amount of sleep every night, but if you're not giving yourself at least 6 to 8 hours, you're not doing yourself any good. And we want to talk about not just giving yourself 6 to 8 hours in bed, but also giving yourself time in the evening to prepare for the next day, giving yourself time in the evening to practice good hygiene, to kind of wind down for the day, and really just giving yourself the self-care to have a good night's sleep. When we can get proper rest, the body will naturally get rid of stress hormones and naturally get back to homeostasis more than it was during that stressed state. Okay. Second thing you want to do is tune into your head chatter. When I experience stress, I am inside of my head a ton. I have ruminating thoughts about work, my to-do list, all kinds of things, right? So if we can really tune into those thoughts and understand more where they're coming from, understand more why they keep tending to come up, then we can really understand what is the action behind these stressors that you need to take to really help you improve. Okay, so definitely tune into those reoccurring themes that you're feeling mentally and physically so you can attack the lowest hanging fruit, what's easiest to overcome right now, and then start to address those issues one by one. And one way for you to really understand your mental stress and mental health is going to be through journaling and meditation. Just using a simple journal to write down those ongoing thoughts that you have, or just get the to-dos out of the head onto paper, is going to help a ton. And meditation can help too. So meditation looks very different for different types of people. Myself, I like to engage in like apps like Headspace and guided meditation. But for some people, just sitting in silence and breathing, that's really going to help them unpack some of that head chatter and that stuff you have going on. So I know a lot of people are afraid to listen to their own thoughts, right? Like, it's scary in there. But once you can start doing that, you can really understand what's causing you so much stress and understand, what are the small things you can do today, right now, to help you reduce that stress for long term so you can actually get to your workout and get to your health and fitness routine, okay? And then the last thing we really want to do after we fix sleep, after we tune into that head chatter and start doing some journaling and some meditation to help better understand what's going on in our head, is seek out help. I have been engaging in mental health practices with a therapist for almost a year now. I started last May, and it was something my wife really drove me and encouraged me to. But man, it is so powerful to get vulnerable with someone else who's a professional, right? Just like hiring a fitness professional and having them guide you to better mental health. It's going to help you better understand your patterns. It'll help you not be so hard on yourself. For me, it really helps me just have more self-confidence and self-belief in what I am doing. And to have somebody who's professionally trained in mental health to bounce ideas off of and just kind of cross-reference the internal chatter we're having is amazing. So those are the really important things that you want to do to address stress. You're going to fix sleep first. We're going to tune into our head chatter. We're going to unpack that more through journaling and meditation, and then we'll seek out to get mental health. That way we can really know that we have a professional perspective. I wouldn't not go to the doctor about my stomach ache. So if I'm having mental stress and ongoing chronic stress, it's very important that you go see somebody about that as well. Just like you would getting an annual checkup with your doctor, or if you were sick, you'd go to your physician. So same thing. Just really want to think of being unwell mentally as not a bad thing. It happens to all of us, right? And just really want to make sure you have those tools to address it. So why are we doing this, right? Drew, how do workouts and stress, how does that all relate? Well, when we can fix stress, we can actually create the time and the headspace and the resources to go to get our fitness routine done. And we also really want to think about fitness adding value to your life. It's helping you reduce stress, not causing more. So if you are in a chronic stress state and you're doing things like getting to the gym, or I'm feeling fatigued and drinking extra caffeine to get that workout in, it's really not helping you long term. I've spent a lot of time in my life doing that where chronic stress was present and I was still like chugging the energy drinks, getting the workout in, trying to go run. And what it really caused was just chronic fatigue. I had chronic back pain. I was not getting the results I wanted to. And it was all because I wasn't addressing the stress in my life first. I was trying to cover it up with more exercise and more movement or whatever. But if we can really unpack our mental health and our mental well-being first, the workout stuff will come really easy. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you either took this and add some things into your routine that you're currently doing, or just took this to take the next step and start to improve your mental health. But it absolutely has an impact on our fitness. And if you can get the stress stuff taken care of, you can absolutely see the results and success you want physically. I hope this was helpful. If you want to fast track to your results and would love to work with me, I would love the opportunity to connect with you and see what you're looking for physically and see if we can work together on your personal health and fitness, shoot me an email to drew@teamupaz.com with Mindfully Strong in the subject line, and I'll get you all the information for a free 2-week trial to our elite fitness program, where it gives you all the access to the resources, tools, and accountability from our team to make sure you are physically strong in the short term and the long term. Again, thanks for tuning in to the Mindfully Strong podcast. I look forward to connecting with you soon.
My room is empty.
Subscribe to the Mindfully Strong podcast on Apple, Spotify, and our YouTube channel. Like this video on YouTube and leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought. Leave us a review on Apple and give us a 5-star rating. Check out the description of the video below to visit the Team Up website.
I got little penguins on my socks, right? I got little ducks on my boxes. I'm essentially a man child. I don't think I'll ever change.